Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. Good morning, or it's morning for me. Today I'm going to be reviewing a sheet mask. Now, this company reached out to me via email. They actually wanted to do a sponsored video with me, but then after, I guess, talking with their PR team or something like that, they only had so much in the budget to do. So what they ended up doing was they sent me money via PayPal and had me purchase the items off of Amazon. And so basically they gave me enough money on PayPal to pay for the item on Amazon. So I didn't earn any extra money. I did end up getting a full box of the sheet masks. This is from a Taiwan brand or Taiwanese brand. It's been in business for a lot of years. This is from Dr. Morita. They just rebranded their stuff so that it could be sold in the United States. It's more English branded instead of in their natural language. So this is the Moisturizing Hyaluronic Acid Facial Sheet Masks. I do have super dry, sensitive skin. And so when they reached out to me via email, the lady was super nice. She was very quick to reply. We had a lot of back and forth. The only thing that bothered me about the entire situation was that on Amazon, when you look at the ingredients, it just says hyaluronic acid. And on here, these are all of the ingredients. So there's a lot more than just hyaluronic acid in here. I did open it just a crack so I could do a patch test on it. I have been letting my face settle for a couple of weeks. I literally, the past 3 days in a row, that's the first time I've worn makeup in 2 weeks because my face had broken out really bad. My face is super sensitive and dry right now to the point where it actually, the skin on my face hurts. So I don't know if it's because our weather went from hot to rainy for several days to chilly to hot to rainy. Is Florida. I should be used to this by now. I've lived here my entire life. So I was letting my face calm down. I'm not quite sure what was causing a reaction. I have an idea of what I think it is, but I've been kind of scared to use it since my reaction to it. So I need to do patch testing. It is fine. I didn't have any problems with it patch testing it, but once I spread the product over my face, that's when I had problems. And it wasn't immediate. It was the next day or the day after. So the product caused me to break out. So I didn't want to test this sheet mask out while my face was already freaking out from something else. So now that all of these are they're just red spots from where they came up, or there's a couple that are still dry, dry patches in here. I figured this would be a good test of this sheet mask. I'm going to go ahead and cut the thing the rest of the way open. And these do have expiration dates at the very top. Each product has not only a batch code on it, but it says here that it expires December 14th of 2021. And the website provides, or I should say the Amazon page, oh, it looks like complete snot down there. Oh, that is interesting. It looks like it's in, make sure I'm not going to dump any liquid out to the camera lens. It looks like there's the sheet mask, but there's another sleeve that sits on it. So I'll have to see what that is when I pull it out. But there were two different types. There was a full face sheet mask, and then they had this really pretty butterfly looking eye mask that is supposed to cover your eyelids and under eye area and that kind of stuff. So I ended up getting the full face sheet mask. I still need to write my review online, but I haven't tried it out yet other than doing the patch test. And I did it patch test for a couple of different times. And I did one on my jawline, I did one on my inner arm, and I did one behind my ear just to make sure. Hyaluronic acid is actually super good for keeping moisture and retaining moisture in the skin, especially for people like me that have very dry skin. And I looked at the ingredients. There doesn't seem to be anything in here that would give me an irritation. But one of the, it's the third to the last ingredient. There's sake in here. Sake. Yes, sake. I was like, oh. So there's eggplant extract, sake, hydrolyzed collagen, which actually that is the last ingredient. There is castor oil in here, which I'm not too happy about. I do not like using products that have castor oil or mineral oil in it because I find that my skin just doesn't like those ingredients. But there's niacinamide in here. There's all kinds of different hydrating ingredients for the skin. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this snot-ridden thing out. As many of you know, I do not like using sheet masks because they are, oh, yuck, because they look and feel like snot to me. I didn't like playing with slime as a kid either. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so it is, okay, so there is a little thing on the back that you peel off the sheet mask. Good thing I cleaned counter space off so I didn't get it stuck on anything. And usually I end up having to cut the nose part out because I have a huge schnoz. So let's see how this works. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it. Oh, I'm dripping. Okay, I'm gonna sit with this on for the 15 minutes that it recommends. Yuck. The mask is definitely too big for my face, but I have a very oblong face, so I'm going to trash that, wipe the snot off my counter, and then I will be back in 15 minutes like it recommends, and I will take it off with you guys. Just wanted to add in here really quick that the sheet mask, after I used it this day, for about 4 days after me using the sheet mask, my face felt like a baby but soft. It was moisturized, it didn't hurt, it didn't itch, it felt amazing. So I will continue to test these out and give you an update after I have tried them more and longer, and I will do like a 1 month and a 2 month update on these sheet masks for you. Okay, I had to get it off my face. It's been on my face for at least 15 minutes, and I usually kind of like fold them back up and stick them back in the package because there's usually more snot in the bottom. I will take this and stick it in a Ziploc bag and squish all the air out of it and stick it in the fridge, and it's still really wet. So I wouldn't technically even need to put it back in here, but oh man, my whole face is like soaked. You see how much product is on my face? I literally have so much product on my face. It's just sitting on my under eye area. Okay, I don't know how this is going to like dry down on my skin. I mean, I just massaged it in my neck, my upper arms, my face. I will have to keep testing these out. This is just a first impression. This is the very first time I've used this. And other than the fact that I don't like the way sheet masks feel on my face. They're like super itchy. It's weird. I don't like having them on my face. It's actually nice and cool with the fanning it right now. I didn't have any problems with like itching or burning. I mean, my eye itched a little bit, but that was because I was being poked by the sheet mask. So I just relocated it and it seemed to work just fine. As far as like plumped skin or hydrated skin, I'm gonna have to wait till this stuff like dries down a little bit more on my face, because like I have so much stuff on my face. I probably have enough stuff on my face to do both of my legs. Let me do my thighs. Do the backs of my legs. I tried to keep it away from like my direct eye area until like just now. Okay, now that I've got it worked into my skin, and my face is like super tacky. That's another thing I don't care for with sheet masks, is they're like super tacky. And I don't like that stays on my face, even like if I try and put a moisturizer over it. Usually what I'll do is I'll run over it with a washcloth with just, warm water on it, and just kind of like press the washcloth on my face and just kind of just press it into my skin. And that kind of takes away some of the tacky feel. But this is just a first impression. It is nice. I have 8 more, but usually I use sheet masks more than once. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this guy up, because this is how I fold them. I like wrap them, and then I'll squish it to make sure that the product is evenly dispersed over the sheet mask that's inside. And then I will stick it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the fridge. And because I live in Florida, when you, like the end of the day or at night, or even late in the afternoon, if I just kind of want to relax and lay in bed with a book for a little bit, I will pull out one of the sheet masks from the fridge and like put it on and just kind of, sit back and read, because not only are they nice and cooling and refreshing, but it gives me a chance to like relax and cool down a little bit because it gets really hot here. So I will have to test this out again. Again, this is just a first impression. I will leave the product for Amazon link down below. I believe the box itself was like $18.99. The eye masks and stuff were, I think, $17.99. So if you don't want just the whole sheet mask, but I mean, my face does feel a little bit more plump. I mean, there's nothing I can do about my under eye area. This is naturally hollow anyways. Kind of wish that I could put something there and plump it up a little bit, then maybe my dark circles wouldn't be so bad. But I don't suffer from like eye bags or anything like that. I never really have. And what you see down here under my eyes, this is actually part of my eye. So it's not a bag. It's part of my eye that sticks out at the bottom. So if somebody tries to tell you that that's an eye bag, go see a dermatologist and ask them, because 9 times out of 10, it probably won't be. It'll probably just be where your eye protrudes enough that the under eye area sticks out a little bit like mine does. So anyways, this is just a first impression of the Dr. Morita. This is the moisturizing hyaluronic sheet masks. I think for 8 of these, and if you use them twice like I do, I think $20 is reasonable just for 8 sheet masks. But if you can get 16 uses out of them, that makes them basically about $1.25 a mask. If you can, you know, get 2 uses out of them, or basically, you know, they're like $2.25, $2.30, something like that if you only use them once. So I will leave everything linked down below. I am Rebecca Oberstadt. I will keep testing these out, and then after I have used at least half the box, if not the whole box, I will come back and do a final review on it. So I will see you guys in another video very soon. Hopefully you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.